Tonight, from Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia, it's Week 3 of the NFL preseason on EA Sports. Atlanta Falcons versus Aaron Rodgers and the Cincinnati Bengals.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Atlanta Falcons. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you, and now we sit CD at Week 3 of the preseason, and this is the one that the coaches probably think is pretty valuable, right?
Certainly. This is the dress rehearsal. This is the one where your starters are going to play. You might even game plan a little bit more than you do with a normal preseason game, and then you've got to decide, do you bring them back after halftime and get them going again in the third quarter so they're ready to go when the regular season begins? I'm eager to see how these coaches will handle that.
Set to go, Younghoe Koo ready to do the honors. And off we go on EA Sports. Now Donovan Peoples-Jones. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Here come the Bengals now to take over. They are led out by an 8-time Pro Bowler in his 16th season out of Cal. It's Aaron Rodgers.
I think Aaron Rodgers is one of the poster boys for persistence and belief in self. Because coming out of high school, he had 0 scholarship offers in the D1 level, went to a junior college, went to Cal, and just blew up there. And then, of course, as a first-round draft pick, but a lot lower than what he expected in the first round, and then had this
pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Working from the gun. Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. That's taken it around the 40. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. So here are the Falcons with great field position to start out. They'll be led out by their 32-year-old quarterback from the University of Georgia, the 12-year vet Matthew Stafford.
And his arm strength is often described as out of this world, and I've seen some throws out of him that are just really off the charts. But sometimes he relied on his arm so much his footwork got in the way.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Falcons. DeAndre Swift. 49 yards, and the Falcons have taken the early lead. Both both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stuff it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
On the return, the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Washington, incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
He's brought down at the 31. A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
Here's Brett Kern now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well.
The Falcons.
A 40-yard punt, no return, and the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. So for the 2nd time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. And coming up on their 2nd drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice, that it all came together, but I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
Javon Hargrave there on the stop.
8-yard line.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Stafford's pass complete to Jake Kumerow. It's a gain of 4.
They'll try and run here with Swift. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
No gain on the play.
That time on the outside, pretty nice job as a cornerback to shed any would-be blockers and make the tackle.
And think about the praise we're giving him, what his coaches are giving, but how about the respect he gets from his teammates to be a complete corner who doesn't just cover receivers, but also tackles ball carriers.
So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Fielded at the 20. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Washington.
Rodgers pass.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
It's a gain of 11. And it's 3rd down.
Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. But it's brought in by Washington. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a gain of 6.
It's a pickup of 6.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Here's Edwards-Helaire. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Midfield. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Hits his target, the tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Rodgers now to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete. Chris Harris on the coverage.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Trying to disrupt Julio Jones there, the intended target. A little too close, got the flag thrown.
I'm not sure anyone can cover Julio Jones one-on-one for very long without getting their share of pass interference calls. His size, his speed, his physicality makes it almost impossible to do.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd
on 2nd down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Tackled at the 20.
That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Zach Taylor, a new breed of head coach. He's going to go for it on 4th down. They'll go. It's Edwards-Helaire. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. He needed a couple, but he didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. So he needed the short yardage, Charles. He elected to try to bounce it outside of the outer 3rd, unsuccessful.
Sometimes those plays are stacked up by the defense and there's nowhere to go, so you have to bounce it outside. And some backs just get impatient. They want to go to where they think there's more open territory instead of going where the play was actually blocked. In any case, it didn't work here.
Throwing is Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. 2nd and 10 now from the 27.
He was covered by Richard.
On 2nd and 10, Stafford. And he locates Laviska Shenault, the rookie from Colorado. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Good job, baby. Way to ball.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Score Falcons 7, Bengals nothing.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 46. Stafford with a play fake to Swift, and he'll set to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Another try after the 1st down sack. Stafford, they'll find Swift out of the backfield.
Stafford is passed.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the 1st.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
From the gun, here's Stafford. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The Bengals set to take over. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
A gain of 8 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
8-yard pickup.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Looking for Ayuk, and he's got him.
Rodgers pass.
The Bengals on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
And
that's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From midfield, here's Rodgers. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 41-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers.
Rodgers pass. Complete.
He can really smell 800 catches right now because that last one puts him at 799, knocking on the door. The 3rd down battle won by Atlanta's defense. Solid coverage. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. Thought they might throw the football with a little chunk that they had remaining on 4th down, but they ran it, they got it.
And the reason they were able to get it done, he ran that play with conviction, didn't he? Understood he would get a little bit of help from his friends up front, but it was really on him to go ahead and make the power move and get it done, and that he did.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. Throwing now is Rodgers. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Raekwon Davis brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
On for the field goal. A 49-yard attempt.
Rohrwasser's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20. Call it the 21.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And now the clock reads precisely 1 minute to go in the half. You want to run the 1-minute offense? This is a good test right here.
It certainly is, and definitely not a time to think about kneeling and going into the half. This is a chance to attack a little bit, but not having to get everything in one shot either. 10 yards here, 15 there. Work the sidelines, work the clock, give yourself a chance for at least a field goal going into the half.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Stafford. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up
throwing again on 2nd down. Stafford, he'll get this off to Swift. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. On 1st down at Stafford. He'll drop this one off to Swift. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
Ray Swift. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 43-yard line.
So we've reached intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Most teams in the league hitting the 3-quarter pole in the preseason. The whole league will be in action next Thursday night to wrap it all up. And then we start for real a week after that with the NFL kickoff game. In our game, expect to see the starters for at least one more drive, something to look forward to as we get you back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Our starters likely to be out there for the 3rd quarter as we get back underway in this 2nd half. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Atlanta prepped and readied for its next possession. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Third quarter starts with a run from Swift. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, Stafford. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. From the gun, Stafford. That'll be caught by the rookie, K.J. Hamler. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
On 3rd down, here comes Swift. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
1st and 10.
Aaron Rodgers, we focus on him for our players spotlight. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And that throw intercepted. It's Chris Harris, the Pro Bowl corner. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
The Falcons ready to take over. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Once again, it's Swift. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. They had great starting position to begin the drive, and now they look up at a 3rd and 5.
Gain of 6. Brings up 3rd.
Operating from the gun. Stafford able to complete this to Chenault. And he's going to have a Falcons 1st down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Stafford going to lead with Swift on the draw. The tackle there by Breanne Bonnie Calhoun. him. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and
From the gun, Stafford. This is Hamler on the receiving end. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
This will be caught at about the 5. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds.
Out of bounds down at the 5-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up
back to the running game with Swift. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
2-yard pickup. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Operating from the gun. Stafford. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. LaVisca Chenault there to make the grab. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
This one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So that drive goes 8 plays. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown.
Bengals 3.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Jones on the return. The Bengals take over 1st and 10.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Bengals.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. That's complete to his receiver, Ayuk.
Rodgers pass.
That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches. That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
He'll find Clyde Edwards-Helaire. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now Edwards-Helaire. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4. And Bengals on 3rd down. They've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 8. Matt Moore, the backup, ready for his first throw. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And he'll get it down here to the 43. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Connects here with a tight end, Jeremy Sprinkle. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
First down, Cincinnati.
On first down, Moore, and that is incomplete. Robert Foster, the intended receiver, and now it's second down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30.
Throwing again, Moore. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Yards to go.
He'll let it go deep for Foster. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
What we've seen so far in this game, they're not going to allow a big shot over the top. You can have whatever you want underneath. They'll give you that, but they're not going to let you beat them deep.
A 47-yard attempt.
And that hits the right upright and caroms away. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
14. Bengals 3.
Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, it's McCarron. A throw caught by Kumaro. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. His throw caught at about the 5. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
Inches at the 6-yard line.
To throw again on second down. McCarron. He's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. From 6 yards away. And the Falcons will extend their lead. They had the lead in the 4th, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
Coup now for the point after. And it's 21-3. 5 plays there on that drive. And the Falcons score to cap it off.
Bengals 3.
Following the touchdown, here's Coup to kick off. And here comes Diggs. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, You know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So unable to get any yardage at all off of the screen there on 3rd down.
And ordinarily on 3rd down, that's when you want to bring pressure. You get all your guys who want to get after the quarterback. But how about the patience they showed? Read the play, snuffed it out, and made a nice stop.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Moore now. Open man, here's Foster. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 43.
Moore off the play fake. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And he'll be taken down by the face mask, it appeared. And yes, out come the flags.
Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. From the gun, Moore. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And the Bengals are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a 1st down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look for a late touchdown. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
Complete to Jeremy.
A 5-yard touchdown. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Point after try forthcoming.
Extra point.
It's up and good, and the lead is down now at 11. It's 21-10. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it ends with a Bengals score. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And a good job here by the Falcons, their hands team, able to recover it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. They run with Holyfield. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now Holyfield. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And they'll indeed take a knee. Now 2nd and 11 from the 32. A carry here for Holyfield. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. This is a 40-yard attempt from the left hash.
Tonight's
Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Falcons here as we say so long from Atlanta.